Okay, so I get a decent number of comments from my lady friends, mostly, about my makeup skills and selfies that I like to put on Instagram because, let me tell you what, I secretly really enjoy doing makeup and taking selfies. So I'm doing today a makeup tutorial for how I, Lauren Klein, who has no real makeup skills at all, cheats and makes it look like I am good at doing makeup so that I can put pictures of it on the internet and be like, look how pretty I am, I'm so pretty. So I brought in here with me my entire bag of makeup. That's it. This is it. I have this, as well as this palette of colors. I have brushes. I feel like makeup brushes are one of those things that people who are more casual about makeup think are overkill, but I think I spent $15 on like a 20-piece brush set, and it like changes the game. I don't think I'm exaggerating to say that. My friends know this about me. I feel like this is like a dirty little secret. I low-key hoard lipsticks. This bag is entirely full of lipsticks. This is absolutely not all of my lipsticks. First, I'm gonna start with primer. I use e.l.f. hydrating primer because it's $4 and I can get it at the drugstore. And who doesn't love $4 primer that you can get at the drugstore? Now, some people on the internet, I've heard, say that primer doesn't do anything. And I used to agree with them, and then like I turned 28 and I was like, oh, never mind. This is my fun tip number 2 for people who are bad at picking out what shade of foundation they are. Here's my Lauren Klein's hot tips. Go ahead and mix like 3 or 4 or more foundations on your face, and hope that fixes the problem. Got out my beauty blender. I forgot to get it wet. I'm gonna go put water on it. Fun fact, when I first bought it, I didn't realize you were supposed to get them wet. And then I went and got it wet, and I was like, oh, this is a much better product than I thought that it was. Since I don't know what shade I am in foundations, I'm gonna mix a couple different things together. L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Glow. Put a little bit of that on there. I'm gonna use a little bit of Organic Wear Natural Physicians Formula. This one I know is too dark for my skin. Mix these two together because the other one I think is a little bit too light. And then I'm gonna also add a little bit today of L'Oreal True Match. This is how beauty tutorials go, right? But just put some on my beauty blender. There's legit like science or whatever behind mixing multiple things together, and that your brain kind of like corrects and chooses the one that's right. Isn't that a thing? It's concealer time. I sometimes skip concealer because most of my skin problems are texture problems, and I don't think that foundation does much for that. I have this thing called concealer. Physician Strength. It's got an RX next to it. Like a doctor approved this concealer. Seriously doubt any doctors are prescribing concealer. Base done. Now it's time for me to pretend that I know how to contour. I have this contour brush, or what I have is a brush that when I bought the set, it said this was the contour brush. So that's what I use it for. I have something called Technique Get Gorgeous Bronze Highlighting Powder. It's shiny. Alright, I'm doing that thing that I see people on the internet do a lot, where you make like an E, a C, or an E on your face. You go up around here a little, and then you bring them down to the chin, so it's like a C, and then you suck in your cheeks like a fish. Where you put bronzer. Right there's where you put bronzer. Right there's where you put your bronzer. And you're supposed to kind of brush down. So I tend to try and brush down because that'll make you look skinnier. And we all know we want to look skinnier, right, ladies? That's the goal. Skinny as possible. Up next is my favorite part, highlighting. I have this little guy. It's a Sugar Box Face Shimmer Stick Concealer. I like the idea of somebody using something this shiny as a concealer. Number one. It's number one because I'm a pale mofo. It's a big old shimmer stick. Here's what I like to do with it. On my nose, put a bunch there. By my Koopy bowl, and then I rub a bunch way up on my cheeks. Okay, so even though I thought I had her charged, my camera battery just died while I was making my face look really and truly the most ridiculous. Because this is like my favorite part, where I low-key get to like make myself look like a clown. I'm also gonna add a little bit of blush. I have this e.l.f. blush powder. Now, I like this orangey one. That's the one I'm going to use today. I'm going to put a little bit on top of the highlighter. I don't know if this is right or correct or the way that the world is supposed to work, but it's the way that I like to do my makeup. The secret with this is to just do it until you look normal again. Alright, now my extra dumb secret. I do this a lot, and it's almost certainly incorrect. This is a highlighting powder. Translucent Pearl Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls. It's a physician's formula. See how I've hit the pan on this one because I use it so often? I'm gonna take a big old swirly brush, swirl her up in there. Set my makeup with a highlighting powder. Brows, eyebrows. I do my eyebrows with this, this is supposed to be like a gel eyeliner, but it's impossible to work with as an eyeliner. It came with this brush, so instead of using it as an eyeliner, I fill in my eyebrows with it. Oh god, that's so much. That's so much product. That was too much. I overdid it. When I mess up my brows, I put way too much on there because this is a weird gel thing. Get out your little spoolie brush. Mine's filthy. And brush her out. This is what I refer to as blending. Is this right? I don't know. Is this good? Probably not. Sometimes I just go out like this because that's the type of human being I am. If you clicked on this video, it's probably because you are a fan of when I put on a lot of eyeshadow. 120 colors. It's from Coastal Scents. It's pretty solid. It's not... Hey there, baby. Hello. You coming to get your makeup done? Okay, so it's not like... It's definitely not the best makeup in the world, but it's 120 colors, and I think it cost me like 20 bucks. If I have any like actual advice to give to people who like aren't brave enough to do their makeup, go out and get yourself a ridiculous palette. It's a double layered one, so here's the other layer, here's the second layer. If you're scared to do makeup, go out, get yourself a palette like this. If you don't end up using it, if you don't end up liking it, then that's fine. You know what I mean? But like, just try. What's the harm in trying? What's the worst case scenario? You walk outside, your makeup maybe isn't perfect, and then some person you don't know is gonna judge you. A, if your friends are like, nah, you look stupid. Screw them. Go find better friends. Tell them that you're gonna do what you want, and that their opinion doesn't matter to you. And if it's a stranger, then that stranger's a jerk. If you're the kind of person who's walking out and sees another person doing their makeup and is like, ugh, why would they do that? Doesn't even look good. Then like, check yourself, you know? I'm gonna try and recreate now the makeup that I did a couple weeks ago on my Instagram, where it was like a spectrum across the top and then underneath the eye, all the way across and then underneath. That's what I'm gonna try and do today, because when I did it that day, I started with a very different plan of how I wanted my makeup to look. And then I got like, I don't know, a third of the way through, and I was like, scrap all previous plans, we're doing a full rainbow, because that's what's happening today. That's just what's happening today. I'm gonna start with some green in the center corner. I think that's a good call. This is a little brush that looks like this. It's small and dense and really carries a lot of color with it. So it's a good one for packing on colors. We're gonna add in some blue across the middle of the lid. All right, and some purple for the edge. Okay, gonna grab a big, soft, much fluffier brush. I don't know if these have numbers or anything. They're unlabeled. Definitely need a little bit more brighter blue. This lady. Can't tell. Does that look good at all? It's really not great. This is really not turning out super great. Let's see if we can save her. Go underneath, and I'm gonna put red, orange, yellow on the bottom section of the eyeball. I'd tell you which colors I'm using, but it doesn't matter, because A, this is too cheap to be labeled, and two, I'm mixing like 17 things together. Use some brighter blue. What have we got? I just realized I don't think this is really at all what I did the other day. Oh, I also do this fun thing where I, instead of, I don't know, getting a towel or something, I dry my brush off on my hand. I get the excess batter off on my hand. It's not a great idea and I don't recommend it. That's so much stuff. Okay, I need some more orange down here too as well. Yeah, I just realized this doesn't look anything at all like what I did the other day. Whoops, excellent example of me starting out with one intention and ending up doing whatever the fudge I feel like doing because it's makeup, so like have fun. Is this anything? Did I do it? Do I feel cute? All right. Here's another fun tip is if you get this far and you are doubting everything in your life and everything that you've ever accomplished and all of your choices and like why you are the way that you are and who, like why colors exist and like who even thought this was a good idea, add some mascara and eyeliner. Doing my water line with this $1 Jesse's Pencil eyeliner girl that I got at Walgreens. She was $1. I don't necessarily recommend her, but I'm so cheap that I'm like, why buy another one? I do, however, strongly recommend, highly recommend. This is my eyeliner secret. I get a lot of compliments on my eyeliner. It's this. This is the only thing I ever use. It's like $9, I think, at the Walgreens. It's a Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Last Boosting Eyeliner and Serum. Get the Ultra Black. You don't want the black, get the Ultra Black. It says it's supposed to be like a lash boosting serum. I have no idea. I am not going to speak to that. She goes on super smooth, super easy. You can layer up. You can, she's great. She's great. 100%. I highly recommend. My mirror is over here. That's why because this is bravery. This is true bravery. After all that work, all that blending to try and make these guys even, I'm about to put eyeliner. I'm about to put a cat eye on the second eye and try to make them even. This is Maybelline Color Sensational Born With It. God, I hope all of that other stuff got recorded. I wasn't paying attention. I think we'll see. If there's footage missing, I don't know. I think you could probably figure it out. Setting spray, I do recommend. I do feel like it makes a difference, especially in like the summertime months. This is an ELF product. You can't read it because I've used it for so long. Keep your mouth closed when you do that. There's still setting spray in the air. Next, we're gonna jump into the other room and I'm gonna show you my selfie taking secrets. Ugh, 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 ugh. I still have my mouth open. Ugh. We live in a shotgun, and I think most shotguns have a secret power. Here is my hallway window. What? I'm not doing anything to you. If you live around here, you know what a shotgun is, probably. I lived in a couple of them. They all have this great window. Look at this. Look at this light. Look at this beautiful natural light. Oof. It's got this like east-facing window that's like slightly shaded, so the lighting all day is like always diffused. Oh, it's so good. Ooh, girl. Oh God. Ugh. Abnormally right-handed selfie taker. All right, hey God. Videoing myself taking selfies. Ugh, what's this, what's the world come to? I'm also, I can also show you guys my editing tips. Sure to get that what, sure to get that good, sure to get that what, sure to get that good. Okay. Here's my phone. Here are my like picture editing apps. I'm a big fan of this one. It's called Color Story. It's got this cool thing where you can grid edit, so you can add like all these photos, import these babies. Look how cute they are. Look how fucking cute that is. Look how goddamn cute this thing. We got this grid edit. You can import a bunch of photos and you can select a bunch of things you took all at the same time and batch edit them. Down here we got the tools. Adjust. I do very basic. This is a big reason why I like the Color Story app. They actually let you adjust the curves of the photo. So this down here is your black input and this is your white input. So like the further out this goes, the more colors are going to be white. And the further in this one goes, the more colors are going to become like literally black. So normally, to increase the contrast a little bit, I bring this one in, I don't know, like a ½ inch or so, and bring this one in at a ½ inch or so, and then bring everything up just a teensy bit. But because this is over still a little bit, the blacks are blacker still. Check mark to save that, which is essentially increasing the contrast and like making it a little bit brighter. I'm going to up the saturation just a little bit. I'm also going to up the vibrance just a little bit. This is just how I do it. The temperature, I do tend to color correct a little bit. Your phone tends to take photos just a little bit purpler than they actually are, so I usually change the temp and try to get something on the screen. See, like my eyes should be white. So like, obviously they're not white there, obviously they're not white there. Usually it's right about here that the whites look the whitest. That's usually all that I do. Review, save and grid, and now it's going to edit all like 7 of those photos all at once. That's what it's doing. Oh shoot, I should have shown like a before and after. I didn't. I can put that on the screen, hopefully. You just pop that bad boy on Instagram and soak up them likes. Sorry, I really need to wash my hands. Okay, so my camera has died on me like twice now. That means I've filmed way too much stuff. Do what you want. Take pictures if you want. Wear makeup out of the house if you want. Take your photos in good lighting. And like, don't worry about it that much, you know? Like, just don't worry about what other people worry about, I guess. Do what you want and have fun. Edit things if you want to edit things. It's so low stakes. People they're like, oh, you Facetune. I'm like, it's so low stakes. I don't want the history of this pimple on the internet. Who am I hurting? Like, what is this? Am I like ruining history by posting a selfie of my face without a pimple? Like, what do people, I don't understand. the level of vanity of like thinking that you're better than somebody else because you don't take selfies and you don't Facetune, isn't it the same, or if not worse, than the vanity of just taking a selfie of liking the way that you look and then Facetuning? I don't know, man. I don't know. Do what you want. Don't worry about other people. Experiment. Get it done. Make yourself look cute. Do what you want to do. This is enough. This is too much. This is started as a silly tutorial about a fake thing that I'm not that good at, the people that I thought would be funny. If you watch this, I probably love you. If you enjoyed this, let me know. If you didn't enjoy this or you didn't watch it, don't tell me, you know, like don't, what are you still doing here? Thanks for being my friends.